Hello, this is the second film in the series of the house build recorded for University West of England. This is now in the superstructure stage, so the emphasis is changing from being in the ground to coming out of the ground. So the films you're going to see show the clips of groundworking, of moving the soil and disposing of it, and the drains being installed, both stormwater and fouls, the construction of the beam and block floor with the void underneath, the vents, the radon barrier, the engineering blocks, all of the things that you see here have got a little clip about them, so you can enjoy that. So the rain's just starting here, and it's recording events like that that have let me think about the importance of recording a logbook of weather conditions and materials delivered and operatives and colleagues on site. So I've been trying to keep that going. Also a note of the site meetings that we have, the queries that are thrown up, and it really does emphasize the importance of communication and talking, meetings. I could send loads of emails, but where's the point in that? If I can have a chat and we sort it, then that's great. And we make lots of reference to the plans. The plans aren't just left on a shelf, they are used, and that's important too. So one of the big things to get your head around as you see the building change and the plans turn into reality is you get used to the interim positions, and then that changes. So I was used to the floor being a lot lower before the beam and block floor, and now this isn't the finished floor level either, which is going to be another, up to the course of those bricks there, another 100 mil higher. So that takes some getting used to. Also, you start to see the room layout and thinking, where do I want things in the room, and is this room big enough, small enough, too big? So yeah, there's a constant mental readjustment going on, which is quite tiring. But yeah, I'm pleased with the design and the way it's all going, so it's all good. So today's all about deliveries. We've had the blocks for the foundations come on a lorry, and some stone to go around the house to make a hard standing, and also to put inside in the interior to make a nice barrier for them to stop weeds coming up through the void. And here comes the Tommy Tippy bit. Ooh. Welcome back to the build, where you can see there's been progress. We've now stoned up the area, so when this gorgeous weather, or too hot weather, does break, we shouldn't be at the mercy of poor site conditions. The type 1 stone put all around the apron of the building gives us a platform to work from. We've also had some deliveries, the foundation blocks, so we're going to start building up on the foundation. First of all, one breeze block laid flat, another one on top of it, and then the beam and block floor on top of that to create a void underneath. Moving some earth around today as well, but generally just trying to keep out of this rather oppressive heat. Afternoon, just setting up our station for the mixing and making of the cement, and you can also see, giving some thought to where the drains are going, where they receive the pipes and then take them into the drains proper. So brickies come tomorrow. So another big step forward today with the mixers going, the diesel mixer, and we've got some more kit. So it's goodbye to Biggie and Tupac shortly, and then we will have instead P Diddy and Snoop Dogg, the smaller dumper and digger. So the first brick's coming up soon, and I'll try and record that as well. But this nice plopping noise of the engine will be with us for a little while now as we get the mixes on. Morning. Quick word here about the wall construction. You can see it's sat nicely on the foundation, and we've got a 100 mil outside leaf, a cavity of 150 mil, and an inside leaf of 100 as well. So the overall exterior wall 100, 200, 350 thick, and you can see that the inside leaf is lower than the outside leaf. That's to take the beam and block floor, which will come up against here and then have the same height as the outside leaf. So I think my classic car, the Hillman, has gone now for good. It's underneath the foundations, and all that's left is a wheel and a t-shirt of the Hillman mix. We've now got a name as well for the cement mixer, who is Stormzy. Good morning and welcome to the site. We've got some exciting developments to talk about. I'm joined by Josh Stevenson. Josh, what have we been up to?
So James and Tony has been putting all our drainage into the buildings, which the peat gravel and all the piping work, and that is for the sewer and rainwater.
Sewers coming through here. It's important to get a fall on it, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So it's important to get a fall down into the sewer. So the peat gravel is a conducting thing. It's to help level it and to come over to dig the pipe out, to see the pipe. If you come and dig it again and see the peat gravel, you know you're coming towards the pipe.
Yeah. And what's this?
That is a service lintel, which is just an access into the building. So when you put pipes into the building, you use the service lintel to get access into the building.
Okay. Great, that's the drains. So with many building sites, the rain is a very common occurrence, and this being the British Isles, there is plenty of the wet stuff. The hope is that you can get through the ground conditions without the site turning into a quagmire, and we've had some success in that. Interesting contractual provisions about rain and about exceptionally adverse weather conditions, and this might be a 1 day in 10 on the NEC test for wetter than usual, although with climate change that changes. Also interestingly about technology and how an Internet of Things approach can make a localized weather report for every single site and every single day of weather, so it's not guesswork at all. Whether that's a good use of data is another question. Days to stay dry. So another word about the drains, because they're probably going to get filled in tomorrow. You can see here the foul water coming to the inspection chamber, and then the intersection with the storm drain, which is this one going on top, which is leading off to the soakaway, which will be over in the corner. So yes, the drains are all got falls on them so that things can flow.
End of week 5 is all about the floor. I'm going to go and ask my uncle and all about the bottom line.
Yay! Thank you, Lizzie. Sorry. Thank you, Lizzie. Today's beam and block floor. It's you put in the beams, and then the standard blocks sit in the beams, and you have a double run where there is a internal wall above. But it will all be a very sound base for the walls to go up next week. So weather's got a bit dodgy, but it's all good. And Lizzie, take a bow. Here at Mason House Build, we're always looking for new ways to show you the progress, and here is the footprint of the building from a new angle. The floor is in. These are vents for the to get some airflow through the void underneath the floor, which is about this deep. So it's looking like a Greek temple, which is not yet built. Okay, Mason House Build. This is the guy who's putting the slurry on. It's a layer you put on top of the beam and block floor to cement it in and seal it. But as you can see, the interior walls are also coming up. So busy day despite the poor weather.